And look at that, we have actually made just a little tiny bit of progress getting our coils mounted, and next is the spark plug wires. All right, we actually fucking made progress. Look at that. Look at that. Spark plug wires, manifolds. We made progress. Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of PowerSports on YouTube. So today, I plan to make progress. Whether we actually make progress is a whole nother story. So one of the things that I did is I started swallowing my pride and asking for help on the different forums for this car. And one of the things that I found was some resources for these weird little zip tie stud thingies. So at first, this one, I put in the post, I was like, I do not want a dealership part. Like, is there a universal replacement? And you know how forums are. The very first reply was, oh, here's your dealership part number. It's like, no, I'm not going to pay $3 for this. And so then luckily somebody else rescued me, and he's like, here's your universal part number. It's a Mauser Electronic 644-PLST 50 SC-D30. And if you guys want, I can post it up if somebody asks. But what this does is this goes on all these little studdy things that are all over the car. So you just push it down like this. Bam! And then you got a zip tie with a stud that sure as hell doesn't want to come off for the life of anything unless you screw it off. And so now I can neatly run my wire harnesses. Oh, I just got brake fluid all over it. Or gasoline. Okay, gas is fine. Brake fluid, no. Gas, okay. Okay, so now I got these. I need to not lose them. So I've ordered 100 of them for 30 cents each. So $30 for the rest of my life. So thank you, Mauser, for your universal replacement part. So that's progress. Yes, we made progress. Now we can make more progress by installing our coil mounts. They're kind of ghetto, but they're gonna work. I mean, that's the whole point, is that they work, right? So we're gonna go. They're kind of janky, I'll admit, but like there's only one review on Amazon for these right now, and he's like, they don't look that good. It's like, dude, it's an aluminum coil pack bracket that's cheaper than any other option out there, and you're gonna complain that it doesn't look good. Like, as long as this fits the coils that it claims it fits, then I'm gonna write a good review. Like, I don't plan to be a douche about it. So coils. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So you just mount it right like that. Ooh, that just barely fits. It's kind of hitting on my heat sink retaining clip. And that could be because the heat sink retaining clip should be over here. I'm not even going to bother with it. But yeah, I mean, it fits. So then the other side. Yeah, it was kind of sketch buying something with only one review, but I'm going to make sure to give it a good review if it actually, I need to go back and tighten that, if it's actually a good product. So it doesn't look good. Give me a break. If you don't like it, you can take a polishing wheel to it. It's a fucking engine. At least for me, it's a racing engine that's going to be off-road and mud and water and all kinds of nasty shit. I'm not really worried about the appearance. Oh, fuck my life. Put the screws in backwards. Me smart human. Okay. I'm a little confused as to why there's like divots in the... I still haven't figured out how to... That's what I need to ask on the forum. Well, I'm on the Pelican Parts forum now. that form activated me right away, but I've been waiting for the last 3 days for the 944 Hybrids forum to activate my account. And it's like, this is ridiculous. I got shit to ask, and I got things to do, and I have to wait for a singular person to check their, I don't know, approval list and approve me. It's like, fuck, I don't have time for this shit. I need to ask a question now and get an answer tomorrow. Like, give me a break. But hopefully they'll eventually check their list and see they have people that need to be approved, because I don't need to wait anymore. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's like right next to my oil fill. I might have to, oh no, that'll work. Okay, so then it came with screws. Well, shit, I need to tighten those before I forget, because I'm that person who will forget, and then I'm screwed. So these can go back where they belong. I believe I got them from my fancy assortment. The question is, where in the fancy assortment? Or did I not get them from the fancy assortment? Ah, right here. Yeah, I used them all, or attempted to use them all. Okay, so those are really small, 10 millimeter. So we're just gonna take our torque wrench at 10 foot-pounds, because the valve cover, we've had issues with that. You guys probably didn't even watch enough of the video to know, but we had a ton, 11 foot-pounds, a ton of issues with the valve cover stripping out, and I had to go get helicoils and all kinds of stupid shit. So we're just gonna really carefully even 11 foot-pounds might be overdoing it. Yeah. Shit, okay. Let's do 10 foot-pounds. Still might be overdoing it. Nope, okay. 10 foot-pounds. 10 foot-pounds. £10 okay. I'm not even gonna go back and click them a second time because I have a very bad feeling about them. And aluminum is soft, so you gotta be careful. 10 foot-pounds. 10 foot-pounds. 10 foot-pounds. Damn. 10 foot-pounds. And then I still need to figure out what all these, what this, and this are for. And there's one on the throttle body too, so I'm assuming this is some kind of vacuum. Well, both of these are some kind of vacuum lines that I could probably just cap off. These are probably breathers, so they need to go, I mean, you could really just put them right into the throttle body, so when you open your throttle, it vents. You don't want to put them under vacuum. This back one, I'm not sure either. I think this is for the brake booster, which I'm not going to use, so I'll probably just leave it capped. Okay, so now I can get the coils installed. My bag of screws. Oh man, they taped it up so good, I don't know how I'm going to get it open. Holy shit. That's good though, right? I don't have my knife on me since I got my shorts on. It was not a pants night. Like, I don't want to fucking wear pants for another minute today. Oh shit, it came with little button heads. Oh man, I hope I didn't fuck up. I mean, don't really need to use the button heads, right? It just came with them. As long as they don't get in the way of the coils, what does it matter? So, okay, so it comes with these if you don't have them, but I like the way that looks better than the black button heads. So now I need to get these. I need to find, ooh, they're all greasy. Find a tool that fits. Something smells like gas over here. I wonder what it is. Okay. And then I need to use a 1/4 inch because it'd be stupid to use a 3/8 on this. Even a 1/4 inch, you could damage these little aluminum threads pretty easily. So, and this will be a finger tight type deal, like it's tight enough, and if it starts coming loose, then I'll Loctite it. So, the last thing we want to do is drop a coil. Very expensive, very, very expensive coil. And I might end up switching all of the wires to the how would you say, the new wire set I bought. I haven't decided. We'll see how it looks because it's 10mm wires. It's even bigger, thicker, better wires. And these won't allow me to put the little heat sleeving on them. And there's some other stuff I found too that I'll get back to. But coil number 2. And I'm not using any power tools on this because this will strip out in a second. Okay. And these coil packs have actually been dropping little packets of dielectric grease, you know, like hint, hint, don't be an idiot and forget to grease these up. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to grease this connection. I'll have to see if the wire harness that they sent me has a seal, like an actual weather seal. It probably would be smart to grease it anyway, so we could do that, but probably would have been smart to put these coils on this thing before putting it on the engine because it would have been a lot easier and less chance of dropping a coil on the ground. No, because the coil sticks out the back. I like this. This is like the first part I ordered that was like, this might work. It says it's for the, what are these, D585s, I think? The heatsink style. I'm just gonna call it heatsink style because apparently there's 8 fucking different styles of coils, you know, and it's just like, fuck me, this is supposed to be the easiest engine to build, but the problem is it's been around for so long that there's 10 times as much shit that's been changed and different, and just, it's fucking ridiculous, you know. At least if you have an FRS, you buy an FRS part, and it fits every single FRS, and that's awesome, and I love it. But this fucking monster, my God. And I still don't even know, I am really worried that because I'm using the front cam timing sensor, that I'm gonna have to come back, take all this off, and install a rear cam timing sensor. But the problem is, the cam shaft I bought, I don't think has a rear timing, I don't know, I don't fucking, I could look at that cam shaft and see, but basically, I got a front timing sensor installed, but it's only a 1/2 timing wheel up here. So it's high, low, high, low. It's only a 1/2. So I don't know if that's correct. I don't know if this system will let me choose a 1/2 because I think all the newer stuff uses a 1/4. So it's like low, low, or low, high, low, high, low. I don't know. We'll find out, and unfortunately we'll be finding out the hard way. I just want to get the damn engine ready to go in the car, and we can work out any problems from there. Jeez, they got hella packs of dielectric grease. Little tiny packs. It's almost pointless. You should just put it in instructions. Buy dielectric grease. I mean, the shit's so cheap. I mean, yeah, it does suck to have to run out and buy something else. Or they could at least, instead of all these little mini packs, they could have at least included a little tube. I think that would have made way more sense. Would have made too much sense, let's say that. I think you can buy one coil at a time, so that could be why. What the hell is this? Oh, fuck, if I'm gonna put your stickers on my shit. Okay. So. Again, I'm not using power tools because I don't want to risk screwing up this soft aluminum. There we go. See, if I had used a power tool, I would have cross-threaded that immediately. My phone's going nuts. I stayed at work late enough tonight. Don't need to work more. It's looking good with the coils though. Hopefully they clear the, well, I mean they should, they're closer inboard and lower. They're lower than this and they're more inboard than the, so we should be okay. I don't know why they said you have to use a coil relocation bracket. I mean, unless they're talking about the car engines, which would make sense because those sometimes aren't mounted on the valve covers, but I don't know. I'm sure there's some other ridiculous reason like, oh, the hood is lower on this side. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'm just gonna freaking cut a fucking hole in the hood and put a big ghetto ass scoop on it and call it a day because I'm gonna have to vent the hood anyway in order to try and find a hood vent kit that includes rain guards, since it'll be driving in the rain and a daily driver, not daily driver because some fucker will steal it. It'll only take them a few minutes to figure out how to power it up, but I still haven't decided if I'm going to put like a key switch in it. There is one inside the car that I could use. The problem is it's 35 years old and it's like, fuck, if something goes wrong with that key switch on the race course, I am fucked. Or even worse, if it kills the engine while you're, you know, going around a corner, then you lose all your power and you fucking hit a tree and you're dead, you know? Like, it's just like, fuck, I don't need that. So, I don't know. I'll find a way to make the car safer. At least bury a GPS tracker in it somewhere where you can't find it. Like, toss it down the frame rail with a couple extra batteries attached to it. You know, like, oh, that GPS tracker's only good for 1 year and then the battery's dead and I gotta throw another one down the frame rail. Because they make little tiny GPS trackers now and you can hide them just about fucking anywhere. You just gotta remember to keep them charged. So look at that. Hold on a sec, I wanna break this video. And look at that, we have actually made just a little tiny bit of progress getting our coils mounted, and next is the spark plug wires. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to have a little intro video there, pre-cut, because editing in the intro video, I don't even do it most of the time because it's so time consuming. So we got a big giant thing of last forever dielectric grease, because I was actually using the dielectric grease kind of semi-wrong, and I'll explain it here in a second what I was doing wrong. So, did I tightened all 8, right? I don't remember, fuck it. I'm gonna pretend like I tightened all 8. If they start rattling, I'll know why, because I half-assed it. Okay, so 1/4 inch down, specialty, down. Trying to keep a little more organized, even though I got a big fucking mess. Okay, so now, oh hell, this box looks like it's been opened. Oh, definitely been opened now. What the fuck? Yeah, some motherfuckers had this box open before. 5, 6, 7, 8. I find it very hard to believe that there wasn't like packaging around this. Goddamn, look at how thick this fucking wire is. I'm not gonna be able to get my boot around it, am I? Oh, I got my boot around it. I got my boot around it, motherfucker. Well, these aren't Taylor boots. I think they're direct copies of the Taylor boot. The problem is this stupid end over here with the metal ring in it just completely ignores the fact that there's these things called not straight boots. Okay, so that's fucking perfect. Now, what I was doing wrong with the dielectric grease is you don't just lubricate the metal contact, you're also supposed to lubricate the boot itself to keep water away from the electrical contact. And then the lubrication on the electrical contact is kind of like a backup. So you literally just grease the shit out of the whole boot. And you're supposed to do that on both sides. So we want to get a little grease in the contact, and then we want to grease the shit out of the boot. And one of the reasons why I discovered this is in the local AutoZone, they let me just kind of browse around in their old spark plug wire section, because they unfortunately don't have performance wires anymore. And I saw that every single boot they had grease inside of it, and it was pre-greased. And it's like, well, fuck, I've been doing it half-ass. I mean, I haven't been doing it wrong. I've just been doing it halfway this whole time. I've never had spark plugs or anything fail on me, so. Anyway, so now we can put this on. Oh, fuck me. And of course it's gonna be a dick. See, this fucking boot here makes my life 10 times harder, but I need it. Oh, fucking shit, come on. If they hadn't put the metal ring in this thing, I would actually be able to use it a little better. Okay, gotta get it straight on the plug. Got it. Right? Is that plugged in? Yeah, I heard it click. Okay, so, and now, the only problem is this is longer than I wanted. So it's gonna like push the wire down towards the header, which I guess isn't the end of the world, but that sucks. It's too fucking long. I don't want to do that. Or what if I spun it a little bit, like, yeah, this wire's too fucking long, great. Yeah, well, thank God for that heat shield, because that sure as hell wouldn't work the way I want it to. I need a straight boot. I need like a normal length straight boot, but this'll work. And really, it makes me want to switch all these wires. Because, yeah, the wire's a little longer than it should be, but it's a thicker, higher performance wire. And I can put that heat protector on it where I can't put the heat protector on these. So I'm going to stick these over here in the extras. Because, I mean, again, I could probably use these on the Yukon because it has standard stuff, at least for now. Unless we go turbo with it, which I probably won't after dealing with this god-awful disaster. Probably might even just take the engine out and just get an OE replacement ready to run engine, you know, what I should have done with this, but I needed to learn. You know, there's no point in doing all this if you don't learn a little bit, you know. Okay, so 45-degree boots. Now we need, really we just get everything prepared ahead of time. So what I'm gonna do is, so this end here is kind of a pain in the dick because the grease just doesn't wanna, you know, I can't get my finger in there, it's too tight. So I'm just gonna have to try a little harder. And what this grease does is it prevents arcing, and it prevents water, moisture, dirt. The preventing arcing is actually a really cool, like, scientific thing where basically, and it works really well for slot cars. I know this because of the slot cars I had, is when the electricity has a bad connection and it jumps, even if it jumps a 1/100th of a millimeter, you're expending an insane amount of amperage to do that. So if you have this dielectric grease, this grease is non-conductive, and how it works is when you have two pieces of metal touching and then grease all around it, the spark can't jump across the air. It has to travel through the two pieces of metal that are touching. And what that does is that reduces arcing, which then allows you to carry higher amperage through your system. It's fucking genius, and whoever figured it out was a slot car enthusiast, which is even cooler, because it's like, shit, this guy was just playing with slot cars and he figured this shit out. Like, nice. So I'm trying to get a pretty damn good amount of grease on these because I do not need any freaking problems down the line. So, and then at the same time, you don't want to, I guess, overdo it, because there is such a thing as overdoing it, like just, you know, I'm sure somebody's done that. Like, oh, we have to fill the whole boot with grease. Now, okay, I'll give you, maybe there is a point where you do want to fill the whole boot with grease, like if you're going to be driving a fucking submarine, you know, but it's a race car. It's a race car that's going to go down really muddy, dirty, wet, rainy roads. That's about it. Well, in daily drive. So it'll probably get caught in its share of rainstorms where it was like, oh, it's not going to rain today, I'll remove the rain guards. And then it rains while I'm at work, and it's like, shit, I got to get out of here, but I can't. So it's just going to get rained on. Not good for the engine, that's for sure. Okay. Shit, I messed that up. I didn't follow my sequence. Okay. All right. We got grease on the contact, and we got grease all over the boot. So now we have a much safer, more water-resistant connection. And now I have enough grease to last a lifetime. So the next step's to clean my hand off here. Okay. Man, I got a big ass mess to clean up whenever the time comes. So, you know, one thing that's been really bugging me is this a magnetic drain plug, and is it even tight? I don't know, that just came to my head that I've never checked to make sure that drain plug is correct. It looks like a 15. If it's not a magnetic drain plug, I need to figure out what thread size it is and order one. Not a 15. Okay. Could be a 13, or it could be a really weird sized 14. Sorry. There's so much shit, I need to clean this shit up. It's not a 13. Don't tell me somebody used an American or a standard, I keep saying American, a standard size. You gotta be kidding me. I hope they didn't use the wrong bolt. That would be not good. 14, that's weird. So obviously I'm not gonna completely break it loose because then it'll drain oil everywhere, but it doesn't feel magnetic. Okay. Holy shit, how long is this thing? No, it's magnetic. Interesting, interesting. Oops. Man, I hope that copper is soft enough to seal. Okay. All right. So that is a magnetic drain plug. Good. I still need to, I need to post whenever they activate my freaking account. I need to post, you know, how many quarts does this take with this special oil pan and what dipstick to use. So I'm gonna post dipstick and oil, help. Help me with my dipstick. No, I'm gonna post help me with my dipstick, please. They're probably gonna delete it, but it's worth it. Okay, oh, that's right, I was in a fit and I threw all these in here. Or did I? I did. God, that's a lot of wasted money. Sometimes I return stuff, but most of the time I try not to, because it's just like a dick move. Like, if you screwed up and bought the wrong shit, it's your own fucking fault. You know, you don't need to punish those poor people working there. They're just trying to make a living, you know. It's not right. Granted, I would love to punish Amazon at any fucking chance I get for their Chinese knockoff bullshit. Like I ordered some Sparco hood pins, and the motherfuckers sent me counterfeit pins, and they weren't even in packaging. They were just bouncing around inside of the shipping box, and they're all scratched up and fucked up. It looked like they had probably been returned like 3 times already. And it's been 2 weeks since they arrived back at Amazon, and they still haven't processed my refund. Because they're like, oh, it's a third-party seller, and they have to process your refund. And it's like, no, you fucktards, let them on your website, and they're blatantly selling counterfeits, and you're just gonna let them get away with it. Like, fuck you. Okay, let's see if it'll fit on this one. I'm most worried about this little nightmare. Ah. It does not want to fit. Try like that. Man, this is gonna be a pain in the dick. There we go. Come on. Fucking shit. This is insane. There's no way this fucking plug wire is not gonna melt. It's not on yet. Come on. Something's not right. It's like pushing the contact back into the boot. That's not good. That's the last thing I need to do is fuck up this thing. Come on. There we go. Come on. Got it. Fucking got it. Okay, and it's fucking touching this, so I don't know how the hell it's not gonna melt. I really don't. Okay. No, like really, like I'm serious, guys. I have no fucking clue how this isn't gonna melt. No fucking clue. But I don't know. If this shit can actually withstand 1200 degrees, that's only 800 degrees short of how hot this gets, so yeah. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm gonna have problems with melting plug wires every 5 fucking seconds. And again, if they would activate my account on the forum, then I could be like, hey, I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna be like, hey, this wire and this protective sleeve are touching the header. What am I doing wrong? You know, if you admit that you're an idiot, then they're more inclined to help you. And I don't know. I just don't like forums. You know, because the really helpful people are also the people that have, like, you know, the complex of I'm the best, and I don't know. I just can't stand forums. Like, it's just my personality. It just does not mix with forums at all. It could be I have a shitty personality. That is also very possible. I will not begrudge you the fact that I might have a shitty personality. I don't know. I wonder, what if I spun this way, like that? That actually brings it away a little bit. Because that's kind of how the 90-degree one wanted to sit. Like, it wanted to sit you know, like this. And the problem is it's still fucking, like, the 90-degree wouldn't have worked because the wire would have to come all the way down and around. This might work if I can just push this really hot part right here. Kind of like, I'd say, I still want that straight. Kind of like that. And it's going to kind of push itself where it wants to go, but okay. So if you guys want the link to these plug wires, these actually work pretty damn good. So you just got to ask, what's the link? And I'll send you the link. I want you to comment on my video in case you can't tell. So I need more comments. Okay, that one's, this bolt's kind of in the way, but okay. It's kind of, I mean, I don't really care you can't see the blue, but the blue does match the car, which is not match, but you know what I mean. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, this one looks like it's much happier in this slightly sideways position. Hopefully we don't, if I ever start running on 7 cylinders, I'm going to know exactly why, and it's because of this fucking setup right here. Okay. Apparently I am missing, no I'm not, I'm counting wrong. I already installed one over here. I was like, shit, I am missing a wire. Oh no. The end of the world. The end of the world. Okay. Actually making progress tonight. That is a fucking miracle after 2 long weeks of just garbage. 1 long week? 2 long weeks? Okay, this one I can actually kind of push back that way, and then just like that. Kind of push it back so it's, and it'll settle how it wants, but back away. Hopefully it'll clear the engine bay. Doesn't won't get caught or rub, or I'm gonna be pissed if I have to unplug all these to get it up in the car so it doesn't catch on right here. Because that cross member is not near as wide as, yeah, I might have some issues with rubbing or something because the wires are just a little long. I think maybe these wires were meant for the coils that are turned this way, because it would come up. I don't know. I feel like they could have been, I want to say half an inch. Well, this could have been a little better, like, well, actually, I'm just bending it that much. Maybe an inch shorter or half an inch. Something, like, give me a break. But I guess if you got some crazy headers, you gotta wrap them around, then, yeah. So, okay. And same here, I'm gonna turn this way so it's not, I just hope these fucking bolts don't rub a hole in these wires. Guess I would have to rub a hole through the fiberglass first, but I've seen crazier things happen, considering the skid plate on my FRS kept rubbing a hole through my header wrap. Even the titanium header wrap didn't last more than a couple months. It was just like, ugh, give me a break. Okay, 2 more, and then I think we're done for tonight because everything is going really good and happiness, and I'll use that as a trash box. That's that Phytech fuel pump kit. It's just all trash. Phytech is trash. It's true, though. I'm not even making that up. Those assholes can't even answer a fucking phone call. Until you demand a refund, and then you have 3 people, hey, what's wrong? Whoa, what's going on? Quit being a douche. It's like, I've been trying to call you guys for days and days and days, and I've had problem after problem after problem, and nobody's even answers the freaking phone. Okay, this one I'm gonna route between those plugs, and then their website's got unbelievably misleading descriptions. Just going back and reading through the website description and comparing it to what actually showed up in your product is unbelievable that they can get away. There's a lot of businesses that get away with stupid shit like that. Okay, these are some massively overpowered fucking spark plug wires. A 10.5 millimeter spark plug wire, my God. I'd never need that much amperage for this little engine, but hey, it should withstand the heat better. Okay, that one I'm gonna rotate down like that. Well, no, I think I'll just, yeah, see, it's already rubbing on that. I think I'm just gonna rotate it right up there like that. And then, uh-oh, there we go. All right, we actually fucking made progress. Look at that. Look at that. Spark plug wires, manifolds. We made progress. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.